Hi you guys, I just wanted to get on real quick and share a little bit with y'all. Really this goes out to men and women, unfortunately more so women, because that just seems to be the trend at the moment, or maybe it has been. And I think women like myself and lovely women who love to empower other women like Hollis, Oprah Winfrey, we're changing that. We're changing what I'm about to share with you guys. Today I've only been to a couple places. I went to one of my favorite little shops to get a favorite little drink of mine and chat with a friend about this amazing opportunity of Arbonne, and then the post office. And you know what? Both places I went to today, I got some disturbing looks from people. And not that this matters to me, thank God in heaven I am strong enough, bold and resilient enough that it doesn't affect me or hurt my heart or bother me to the sense of where it just breaks me down or makes me want to stay home or put me in a depressed state or make me second guess my lifestyle or what I'm doing. But you know what? I know women that it would hurt them, that it would break them down, that it would make them second guess themselves or what they have, or really hurt their feelings. And so my hope is that by getting on here and sharing my heart with you guys, that we can start to change, ladies, that we can start to empower, encourage, and uplift and celebrate each other, and stop looking at each other like there is an issue or there's something wrong with that. So today, while I was out, I have my toddler. He will be 18 months on April 6th, and I'm 9.5 months pregnant. I'm due in about 2.5 weeks. So I'm out to here and I'm pushing a little one in a stroller. You know what? The first little shop I went to, my fun little sweet restaurant, there was a couple ladies in line. They weren't together. They were just standing next to each other in line. And they made a comment as they were staring at me when I picked up my toddler to walk to the line to order for myself and my friend. And, they made a comment and were laughing about the fact that I had a toddler and I was already pregnant. I didn't say anything to them. They were older women, and I was like, whatever, like, I've got one miracle in hand and the other one cooking. Like, I'm a happy camper. I feel incredibly grateful and blessed, and I'm there to have a good time with my friend. So whatever, no sweat off my back. And then I went to the post office right now, and I was walking out, and you kind of have to pass the line, and I had my little toddler who was asleep in his stroller. And as I am walking by her, this woman, she's also a little older, she literally made it a point to make sure she whipped her neck around to look inside my stroller. Like, first of all, whoa, lady, the bubble. There is an invisible bubble of personal space there, okay, people? But her facial expression, she looked so disgusted and upset, like maybe irritated. I don't know, because she looked me up and down and whipped her head in that, just, I guess, in shock, that maybe I was pregnant and had this toddler in a stroller still. So again, with that, you hear me laughing about it. Like, I kind of feel bad for them that they see it in whatever negative way that they do. But my hope and desire is to get on here and encourage women to stop being so judgmental, to get out of your own head and celebrate for people. Be happy for each other. Ladies, we've got to uplift and encourage and empower each other. Like, it's time out for putting each other down with nasty looks or comments, or snickers, or, just stop. One time I was at Costco, and I was at the little food court area eating with my little one, and this mom was there and she had her little girl, and she was sitting, you know, if you've ever been to Costco, the way that their tables are, it's not like they're super close, you know, the bench to the table, and the little girl was sitting there, and she ended up falling backwards. She's a little, I don't know, maybe a little older than a toddler. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, I don't know. She was little, but you know, she wasn't a baby or anything, but she fell and she hit her head on the ground because she fell back. Do you know, and Costco's always busy, there were so many people around, men, women, I guess even more so, not that men wouldn't pay attention to this, but especially women, like moms who were around, who looked at her and made looks instead of getting up to go help her. And this is not to toot my own horn, but I got up. I was like, oh, are you okay? Like, let me get some ice. Like, immediately, like, come on, moms. You know when something happens to your kids, you yourself feel like the worst human being in the world already. But then when you get looks from other people, especially other women, it makes you feel even worse, and you're just like, ah, like you're frozen. Like, it doesn't help anybody. It makes you feel worse. And so I really am just getting on here to say, like, ladies, knock it off. If that's you, I'm just going to call you out on it. Like, come on, knock it off. You know what it feels like when you have those bad moments, and you know what it feels like when you have someone to just encourage you and be in your corner and say, oh my gosh, I've been there. You know what? It's going to be okay. Let me help you. Let me help you help your baby. Because we all want most of us want the best for our kids. And it's like those moments happen. You already feel bad. You don't need somebody else making you feel worse about it. But going back to me, let me tell you something. When you see a woman who has 1, 2, 5, 7, 10, 15 kids, don't judge her. First of all, I look happy as could be. I mean, I was doing some breathing because baby girl is low and she's coming soon. But, you know, you have no idea the journey it took me to get to where I'm at. I'm incredibly happy that I have my kids as close as I do. And that one, I even have them. Like, you don't know that it took me 10 years and 7 pregnancies to get that little boy behind me, or that it took me only 2 months, because thank God for Arbonne and healthy living and tons of prayer and just the amazing blessing and miracle that it only took 2 months to make her, and that they're 18 months apart by choice. So don't be so judgmental. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what journey they took to get to where they're at, and you don't know how happy they could possibly be with the lifestyle that they have. So yeah, while I have a teen, a tween, a toddler, and one on the way, this mama, whether you think I'm 20 or 40, doesn't really matter. I'm ecstatic about having my babies. And so when I see someone else who has young kids or they're super close together, try not to make comments that might offend them or hurt their feelings. Again, you don't know what journey people took to get there. So just celebrate with them. Be happy for them. Encourage and applaud that they're doing it, that they were able to, because there's so many people who wish they could trade places with me, and I don't take that lightly. And if you disapprove of what lifestyle you think I have or don't have, or how close they are, you can keep your comments and your looks to yourselves. Like, honestly, again, this is more so to hopefully encourage and enlighten somebody, to not offend someone else who maybe isn't strong enough mentally to overcome your interesting look or little laugh in line, or, you know, your distaste for whatever it is that you see in us that you're unpleased with. I'm good. I'm happy regardless of whether or not you are or not. But for those of my sisters, you know, motherhood, who it's not that easy for you to let it roll off your back, this one's for you, girl. I am proud of you. I applaud you. I love you. Your babies love you. You were meant to be their mama, and you were meant in the time frame that it happened. And don't let any of those haters get to you. You do you. You be a happy mama. You enjoy those babies. You snuggle them as long and as much as you want to. And you have as many as you want. Hey, if you can afford to have them and you can, you know, safely have them and you're good having them, do it. Who cares what other people think? In fact, it's perfect for my shirt. Do what you love. And you know what? I love my husband. I love my kids. And I love that I get to have them with him. And I love and thank God so much that he blessed me to be able to. And I love and appreciate the gift of Arbonne that was brought into our lives to be able to even have these little ones. So kudos to you, mamas. You do you, and don't let any of those looks or snarks get to you. And if you're someone who does that, can I just encourage you, just grow a little bit today and know that your comments, your looks, your little smirks and laughs, you can totally make someone's day by encouraging them and being kind and appreciative and grateful with them for their blessings, instead of tearing someone down by your looks. You're not tearing this mama down. But for all those mamas out there who would be easily discouraged, I want to be your hype girl. I want to pump you up and just say, ignore those people. And I'm happy for you. All right. Everybody have an amazing day. And go mamas.